Hello and welcome back to Scrap the Sketch with Susanne from the channel Schnuller and myself. And this sketch is from Creative Scrappers we are using this time, and it's 9 grid paper or layout or whatever you would call it. So you have 9 squares. And I chose 3 pictures this time, and these 3 pictures were taken on a walk with the dog. So we go out, of course, with the dog 3 times a day in the forest. And it was in June, and we already found some mushrooms, and we are mushrooms collectors. That means we are collecting them to have them in our dishes as well. So we dry them. Most mushrooms we collect, we dry and store them for winter. So of course we can buy mushrooms in the store, but we like to have a different type of taste as well with when it comes to mushroom. We like mushrooms, and so it's very nice to have the opportunity to live very close to an area where you can collect mushrooms. And yeah, we are very careful. So if you collect mushrooms, just that I'm saying it here, be careful. Maybe take a course, ask people before you start. We have books. We took a course last year, and it was very helpful. And never ever eat anything you don't know what you're eating there. So only eat if you are really sure, because it can be deadly. But Nils is pretty good in remembering stuff, and he reads a lot about it. So when I go, I would not go by myself, but with Nils it's fine. And I choose this crepe paper, this darker turquoise or blue paper with the pink stripes as my background, and these 3 cutter parts with the hazelnut and the fern and the flower are from one Canna 2. So yeah, this will be, even if the sketch calls for 9 squares, I decided to only have 6 squares, and the other 3 ones will be regular or not squares. Oh, I forgot the English term, sorry. But you know what I mean. So first of all, I'm matting my pictures. I print my pictures at home on my Canon Selfie, and I always print a couple of, so if it's smaller ones, I print them one at a time, so they have no white frame. But instead of using white cardstock, and I didn't want to cut into cardstock, because at this moment, I didn't consider having a background behind the design papers. So that's why I'm matting my pictures on copy paper. And I always do this if I don't use any background or white background, because it's more cost effective using copy paper instead of cardstock for matting my pictures. So, and then I have these 2 other design papers, and I'm cutting 3 squares from each design paper to complete my grid, my sketch. And for now it's these gray with the white triangle and the white one with the dark flowery sketch. And it will change, and here it starts. I'm moving around these squares and pictures and whatnot several times, and it probably took me like 10 minutes at least, and I kept it in the video. So I speeded it up, but I kept it in the video because I thought, you know, that's scrapbooking. It's not always these, you start and you know everything and you totally know where you place it and so on. It's a lot of moving around and yeah, don't know what to do and can't make decision, and at one point you have to make a decision. But I'm not satisfied as it's so one tone, like with the gray and the white. It's not colorful to me. So, and I have these 2 papers behind my layout. So, and I'm moving it now, and then I realized, oh wait, there is a piece of paper with cutter parts and they are colorful. Maybe I can use them. So I used this yellow one because I really wanted to have more yellow in my layout because of this cut apart which says figure number 1 and the flower. I like this yellow, and so I thought I need more yellow, and that was a good find. I didn't realize in the beginning. And then I take another cut apart for matting another photo, and I really wish there would be a third cut apart which would be colorful and fitting to my color scheme, but it wasn't. So one photo will end up on this white background with a black flower sketch, but that's fine for me. And the gray one will be used like for the title place and the journaling. Excuse me. So this is how I think it will end. No, it's not. It will change. So, and since there is this third little square which is not very colorful, but the other two are, I'm going through my scrap bag finding something else, but I couldn't. So now I'm going, okay, I have to make a decision. I have to commit to one at least. So I'm switching photos, and then this June card, it's not going to work. I really wish it would have, because that I could kind of mark the day when the pictures were taken, but it doesn't. So now I'm choosing a white cardstock. It's American craft cardstock as a second kind of background, so it gives my design paper a frame. And I'm going through my stickers and chipboard stickers and so on, finding some embellishment, because I'm kind of a bit stuck here with the placement, and it bothered me with the white layer of one of the pictures. So I went into my embellishment stash and chose some embellishments. And yeah, since there are a sticky, this is always a sticky side to these chipboard stickers, and I don't like it when I want to kind of look where I want to place it. So I always remove the sticky part of the chipboard sticker, so I can move it freely around on my layout, and then later on I put some double-sided tape on it again. So it's okay for me. So now I'm matting my paper, my design paper, on white cardstock, and of course if I would have known this from the beginning, I would mat my pictures with this piece of white cardstock, so I can have double use of it, but I didn't. So, but I'm not too worried about using the whole piece of white cardstock for my background. And so I'm matting it. It's just eyeballing, and then I write my 2 dates on the back of the layout. It's always the date when I took the picture and when I made the layout. So this is something I do almost on every, if I remember, I do it on every layout. So, and now I'm placing it again. And just a little tip, what I'm doing before I moved everything from the layout, I took a picture with my cell phone, just that I have a reference for where everything has to go, because I was satisfied with the arrangement, so I wanted to remember. It happened a couple of times that I didn't take a picture, and then it was like, where have I placed this stuff? So, but this time I remembered that I took a picture off camera. I even wrote my journaling off camera because it took some time, and I needed to do it 3 times, to be honest. And yep, so now I'm having these chipboard pieces. These 2 pieces are from Dear Lizzie. I don't know the collection exactly, something like Happy Day or so. Sorry. But since I removed the sticky part, I have to attach some double-sided tape and then put them down on these squares. So I'm using the Wild and Free as my kind of title. I didn't really have a title this time, so, but I consider the Wild and Free as my title. Yup. So if you're new to collecting mushrooms or mushroom and all, I have on my Instagram account, I have pictures from this day and how the mushroom turns blue. This is a specific type of mushroom, and if you open the mushroom, then it turns like in seconds. Immediately it turns blue, and it's really nice to look at. So yeah, you can check out my Instagram account so to watch it. Now I'm placed foam tape behind every um, part. I like it to put some foam tape on it so it gives more dimension to the layout. And now I'm arranging it and trying to figure out where everything should go. If I'm happy with it, yeah, I am checking it. So that's typical. Right now I'm removing the back of the foam tape and I'm arranging everything so it's the same level on the top and on the bottom. And it was easy since I have these three not square parts to arrange it so that it's in the end it is a nice grid again. So this is what I like about sketch using a sketch. Yeah, you have an idea what you can do, but you don't have to really do exactly what's on the sketch. So in the meantime, I went out with the dog for a longer walk, like an hour or so. It's our evening walks, and that's why the lighting changed a little bit. I had to turn on my desk light, and the only things what is left now is placing or attaching the last um, chipboard pieces. It's the saying and then the two butterflies. So it's very simple layout. It's not much of embellishment in the end, but it's since the background is colorful, every card is colorful. I have three colorful pictures, or I have three colored pictures. It's enough going on, and it's. I think if I would have embellished even more, it would have been too much. So yeah, that's it for this time. I hope you liked my little attempt on the sketch, and I'm really looking forward to see what Susanne did. So her channel name is Schnullo, and she also makes every video, almost every video in English and in German, since we are two German girls. But she does it also in English. So check her channel out to what she did with the sketch. I'm really curious. Sometimes I have a feeling that would be really how to say um, there's a sketch we or there's a layer we do and I already know what she used since she posted another picture on Instagram. So she has Instagram as well. Check it out. Here are some pictures of my final layout, and I will link everything down below, our her channel, our Instagram accounts. And so if you have any questions or comments whatsoever, you can write us. And I hope you liked it, and see you next time to the next Scrap the Sketch. Bye bye.